What's up, survivalists? Optimum FN here, and thanks for hanging out with me today. And welcome to Subnautica Below Zero. So, this guide is intended for beginner players new to Subnautica. In this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know in order to survive your first day. Now, once you have landed and you are out of your escape pod there, you are going to want to get all the resources that are at the starting area. Make your way down the path, and you're going to want to get in the water here. As you can see, our temperature gauge is starting to go down. We are going to get hypothermia, and we will freeze and die. So let's jump in the water here. And as you can see, it's going to switch from freezing to our O2 gauge here. Underwater, you do have O2 limits, so you will need to go to the surface to get oxygen by hitting the space bar. That is your jump. You can get up to the surface and get oxygen. Now let's go over some of your other gauges here. You do have a health gauge, you have a hunger gauge, and you have an hydration gauge. Now, once you have your hydration and all that filled up here from the starting area, you can hit tab to open up your PDA here. So we're gonna go up here, hit tab, and your PDA is your best friend. So this shows you your inventory. It's going to show you all the blueprints you have in the game. It's also going to show your beacons. You can turn all of them off. You can turn them off individually. You can change the colors of your beacons. As you can see there, the colors are changing. Then you also have a photo manager. You have your voice logs here, and then you have your data bank. Your data bank is your best friend if you need to learn anything about the items that you are going to come across in Below Zero here. All right, so let's go and talk about our hotbar here. As you can see, we have a hotbar here in the middle bottom. You have 5 slots. You can hit 1 through 5 to select those items here and turn them off, equip, and unequip. Top middle here, you have your depth finder here, and it will be your compass. Once we get that item here, we'll show that here later in the video. But as I go deeper into the water, it's going to show your depth as well. All right, so let's go ahead and make our way over to our life pod. All right, so this is your life pod. This is your best friend starting out here. Once you enter it, you do have unlimited resources as far as oxygen.
Found the drop pod.
All right, once you're in your drop pod here, you do have a fabricator. We'll get into that here shortly. And you do have a storage facility. Now, once you click on that, you can left click to store some items in there that you don't want to carry on you. Hopefully you've grabbed some of these resources at the starting area. Filtered water, which gives you plus 25 hydration, and these nutrient bars, which give you plus 75. I'd save these till you need them for dire straits, but keep those in there.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
All right, so let's go ahead and get out here and find us some resources here. We do need to find us some food and water here. Now you can go up to any of these fish here and left click and they will go into your inventory here. Some of these guys are a little finicky here, so that is a good protein source here. Let's see if we can find ourselves a bladderfish here, which are going to be good for hydration. Where are a bladderfish? No bladderfish in the area? Unfortunate here. Unfortunate. All right, well, there's a bladderfish over here.
Oxygen.
And make sure you guys are keeping track of your oxygen levels here. You will need to make sure to keep your oxygen up here. But all right, well, let's talk about some of the resources here. As you can see, this is limestone. These are going to give you resources. Left click it a couple times to grab these items. Now, once you have that, these will give you titanium and copper. There are other several nodes that will give you different items as well. But you have these, and you also have these quartz. These will make you glass. So let's go ahead and grab that copper. That gave us copper. And we're still looking for a bladderfish here. The bladderfish is eluding us. Let's go ahead and grab this guy here, if we can catch him. He is pretty fast.
All Terra supply cache nearby.
But in the starting area, you should be able to get everything you need as far as food, hydration, and resources to catch. Now, here we go. We can catch this bladderfish here. Come on, buddy. All right, we caught you. And let's go ahead and catch you too. Why not? If we can, there we go. And you can see our life pod is indicated here. So we're going to get over to our life pod here. All right, so once you're in your life pod, the fabricator here is going to create items that you're going to need in the game here. So you have resources, you have sustenance, you have personal, and you have deployables. Now, anything that is highlighted green means you have the items in your inventory to craft items. So let's look at resources. You have basic materials here. You have electronics. Then you have your personal, which is equipment, your tools, and your deployables. So let's go ahead and look at the sustenance here. Let's go ahead and make some water with the bladderfish that we collected here. So craft that up. We got a couple bladderfish here. And then we have cooked fish. Now we have cured fish. You're going to need salt for these items to be able to cure these items. The cooked items do spoil to where the cured items do not. So any cooked items do spoil. So let's go ahead and look at that real quick here. So as you can see, they are going to start to spoil, indicated here by the green half moon here. But left click to drink your water and left click to eat your items that you want to eat. Now let's look at some of the tools that we're going to get here in this video here. We need to get a scanner and we need to get a knife. So these are your two most important items starting out here is the scanner and the knife. So we are going to need a battery here. So if you go up to resources, electronics, battery, if you right click this, you can pin this item up here and it tells you what you need to craft that item. So if we do the same thing for tools here, we can hit right click for that and we can hit right click for that to pin these items, and that is going to give us the resources we need to make these items. So let's go ahead and go see what we need to get for this silicone rubber here. All right, so we're over here at the creep vine. You can find this in your starting area here. You're going to want to go up to these pods and collect these. Now you are going to want to get a couple of these. Now you can eat these items as well. They do give you hydration. So if you left click this, it gives you +10 to your hydration. I recommend just getting the bladder fishes, but you can get hydration out of those if you need to. So let's go ahead and get back over here and craft our knife here. All right, now that we're in our pod here, let's get to the fabricator here. We are going to want to craft up some silicone here. And this is going to give us the stuff that we need to make our knife. As you can see, we got all the resources here, so we can go to personal, tools, and we can make our knife here. All right, now that we got our knife, let's unpin that bad boy there. So we got our weapon here. So now we need to craft a battery and a scanner, and we're going to need a ribbon plant here to craft the battery for the scanner. So let's get out here and find ourselves a ribbon plant. All right, so close to your pod there, you should find some ribbon plants here. You do need 2 of them to make a battery. So let's go ahead and grab these.
That can be used in energy storage.
Yes, energy storage. So let's grab all these here. We got enough to make 2 batteries, and we're gonna get back to the pod here. Like I said, the pod's right here. Usually there's a bunch right here underneath it and to the left of it. So you should have enough resources in your area to make the ribbon, and that is going to need for the batteries. Like I said, if you're close to your pod, it gives you plenty of oxygen here. So let's go ahead and look here. Now we have that, electronics, we have a battery here. All right, now that we have a battery, we can make our scanner, and we can craft that bad boy up.
All right, I have a scanner.
Yes, we do have a scanner. Now, if we also look at our equipment here, we are going to need a bigger tank, and we are going to need some fins. Now, we're going to have to go back and get some more silicone rubber, and we're going to need to get some mesh for the tank here. So let's go ahead and head back over to the creep vine now that we have our knife, and I'll show you how to craft these items up here to get you started. And that should be every item to get you started here in the game of Subnautica Below Zero here. All right, so once you have your knife, you're going to want to come up to this creep vine and right click here and get a couple pieces of creep vine. Make sure you put your knife away here. You don't want to leave that bad boy out. And we're going to head back to our life pod here and craft up the last couple items here to get you guys started here in your journeys. All right, now that we have everything here, let's go ahead and craft this bad boy up. We got our rubber, we got our mesh, and we got our titanium here. So we're going to craft up this fin here. And we're going to craft up this tank here as well. Now, with the scanner in your starting areas, you are going to find these fragments laying around. Now, you do have a sea glide and you have a grab trap that you can scan. The sea glide is going to take 3 fragments to be able to craft it, and the grab trap is going to be 2. Now, from your sea pod or your life pod, you head over towards this direction, and you're going to find this area here. Now, you can get silver in here, and you can also find gold. This is going to get you started in crafting the compass here. So now that we have enough silver to craft the compass, let's go ahead and craft the compass. Now also, if you find extra fragments here, it will spit out resources once you scan the item. So if you find a fragment, just scan it and it will give you extra resources here. So let's go ahead and get back up in here. I'm going to grab you real quick too.
Oxygen.
All right. Now that you are back here, you found all your stuff. Let's go ahead and craft up a wiring kit, which takes the 2 silver ore here. And now we can craft the compass here. All right, so that is the compass here. And we do have all the items here to start out. We got our compass, we got our tank, and we got our fins. We also were able to get the knife and the scanner here. So that is how you guys start your journeys here in Subnautica Below Zero for all you beginners out there. I hope you guys found this guide informative. Make sure to comment down below if you guys have any comments, any tips, or anything that you can share. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. But as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more videos. And I thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you later. Until next time, take it easy.